Hello everyone, welcome. How are we? It's the end of the bank holiday weekend. And it's the end of the Championship League season in real life. Obviously, there are permutations that will affect me personally, but we'll talk about that as the stream goes on. But more importantly, things that affect us all collectively is Crystal Palace. And we got ourselves up and running in the Championship. There's been some good things, but there's also been some Tony Jameson things. Up the Black Cats indeed, Wilco. Tony Mowbray's Rebels Army go marching on into the playoffs somehow. How on earth did Sunderland do that? I've got no idea. That never normally happens at all, to be honest. But there you go. They've ended up at the season where they had to get a result and they needed other teams to get results, and they still fucking did it. Unbelievable. I guess now we just sit and go like, hang on, do we end up going to the playoff final against Middlesbrough? Tony Mowbray's former club, obviously Coventry, former club for Tony Mowbray as well. What a weekend that could be, eh? What a weekend that could be. Sunderland versus Borough at Wembley. Oh, we'll see. Must be a nice couple of years at Sunderland after the last couple of years, says JLA. To be honest, yeah, like the last couple of years absolutely have been fantastic. This year particularly has been brilliant. The Mowbray has just got the side playing really, really well. Full of like good lads who aren't horrible people. And the club don't seem to be ran by horrible people, and all that sort of stuff seems to be really, really nice. Obviously, I don't want to go to the Premier League though. That's the problem. The Premier League is it's just horrible. It's horrible. Like I feel as though it's too soon to go up, and I also don't feel like they need to get there. Like Luton have had an incredible season, Holster. Like they're the ones who should be going up. And like, look, as much as I love the playoffs, I think the playoffs are amazing. Right, they are the best way to go up. The season Luton have had, right, they deserve to go up. Do you know what I mean? Like you finished third, you've been incredible, absolutely incredible, and you'll be rightly pissed off if Luton don't go up. Because I know, like, statistically, like, the team who finished in third tends not to go up. But, yeah, like, you guys have had an amazing season. So, you know, well done for that. As I say, the playoffs are going to be amazing. You've got Luton in there, you've got Borough in there, you've got Coventry in there, you've got Sunderland in there. Like, that's going to be all right, isn't it? Those games are going to be pretty good. Whoever goes up deserves to go up. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. There's been some serious football played in the Championship. Wilco's asking, would I go? And I won't qualify, Wilco. I've not been to a single game, so I don't have a booking history or anything like that. And there's a thousand, tens of thousands of other fans who've been so much more regularly than me, who would deserve the tickets. So, you know what? I can't imagine a ticket will make its way towards me, but if it does, I don't think I'd be as it would be better going to someone who's been more regularly, to be honest. I would love to, but I don't feel as though I deserve to go, to be honest. That's the way I look at it. You know what I mean? And I do think though, I think that, you know, another season of the Championship would be good. Do that. Imagine if Notts County don't go up in the National League playoffs. I mean, at Arsenal, I just can't imagine it. It's just that would be criminal. Again, like 109 points. And then they needed a 96th minute goal, and then 120th minute. It's like, again, you're right. It's just, it'd be cruel. It'd be really, really cruel. Really cruel. So, got to wait and see, to be honest. Luton feel like they've been threatening to do this for a couple of seasons now. Yeah, I guess they have been, to be honest. They've certainly been working their way towards it. And again, playing really good football. And just doing things the right way. Like League One and the Championship, I know I'm preaching the converted a lot of the time in the chat here, but the standard of League One and League Two and the Championship is just it's improving year on year, and the teams are having to like look at doing things differently. They're not going the way that the Premier League do, of just like buying these like superstar players and hoping that it all gels and just chucking money at it. Like these clubs have got to be like sort of set up for sustainability. Like they've got to make sure that if it goes wrong, then it doesn't go wrong massively the following season. Like they have to do that. The business model has to be there to make sure that, it is sensible. And yeah, like to see some of the teams nudge their way up, then yeah, it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. I love it. Genuinely, I think that the Championship is just such a great league, and League One is brilliant as well. Really, really good. I'm just, yeah, I think I will be a little bit sad if they get promoted. But I mean, if they get promoted, they get promoted. Like, what I mean? They just go into Tony Mowbray balls, just goes and wins the Premier League. Simple as that. That's what we'll end up doing. So that's the plan. That's the plan, I think. But back to Crystal Palace, back to TJFM ball. It's been a bit up and down. The good times are good, and the bad times are, well, predictable. A 4-1 win over Preston, a 4-0 win over Bournemouth, interspersed with a 1-0 defeat against Portsmouth in the Carabao Cup, a 1-0 defeat to Derby, and a 3-1 demolition by Huddersfield. Means we're coming to the Everton game, the Leicester game, the Stoke game, 3 home games back to back. We're currently sat 8th, but we were top after like 2 matches. But then again, it has sort of plummeted a little bit. Daniel Day-Lewis has got 5 goals in 4 games so far, so he's doing pretty well for us. Overall, I think we're looking okay. Like we gel fairly nicely. I think we've worked out. We've actually managed to bring in mostly a new team again. That wasn't the plan to do that, but again, we do feel like we've ended up bringing in possibly more players than we wanted to. And maybe we're still 1 player short, possibly, but I think we're probably as strong as we're going to be going into the January end of the season window. We've got £8.5 million left. We could probably buy another striker, maybe, if we do want to go and buy another player or another combative midfielder. But I sort of feel that having signed 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in the window, I think that's probably too many already. Like, 10 in the window is a lot. We need to get those players gelling pretty swift, and as you can see, cohesion not quite there yet. So I mean, if anyone can make an absolute case that we should spend some more cash here rather than keep it for January, then I'm all ears. The only position I think, because I think what we've got a lot of versatility, right? So we've got players who can play in various positions. So Damjanovic, who's injured at the minute, playing out wide, can go up front. Golubovic can go up front. Murphy can go up front. We've also got Rory Wilson who can go up front as well. We've got midfielders who are a bit versatile, can switch around a bit. Remember, we don't have out-and-out strikers. That's probably the only thing I would say, is we don't have an out-and-out striker cover. But maybe we just go with it, see what's what, you know? But yeah, I hope everyone's had a pleasant weekend. Obviously, we'll just chat who's in. Wilco, of course, we know is here. Dan Reese is here. Zar's in. Fat Niger's in. Mona Rhett's in. Please give me some nice imaginary football, because the real thing is crap. Who's your team, Mona Rhett? I keep forgetting, to be honest. JLA BTV, of course, is in as well. So chatting away in there as well. Ruben is cool, and the Arsenal as well. You're a Leicester fan, of course you are, Mona Rhett. Yeah, what is going on down there? That's just all kinds of stupidity, right? Aquino, we've got the bid in. We'll see what happens. We've also got the bid in for Kirtlick, and Mallins. We've actually got 3 bids in for more players coming in this window. So maybe we are actually set up for transfer deadline day. Pissed away what we've gained. Yeah, it's been an odd one, hasn't it? Very, very odd. I think that's putting it politely. So we've got 3 spaces left in our squad, so that's pretty handy. When you said 19 was too many, I know. Like, I wasn't. Well, I said 10 I said 10 at first. I was like, we've brought 10 in, and I think that's too many. Yeah, oh yeah, of course, yeah. And then we changed. Yeah, I think it is too many personally, and I don't think it'll happen. I don't think we'll get these other guys in. I think we just put our feelers out just on the off chance. There is another guy that we looked at who was a potential for being a bit of an angry bastard in midfield. This guy doesn't look like he's remotely available. Rogie, of course, we know all about Rogie. We know he could be good. But yeah, we just thought, like, look, there's a couple of other players there we might be able to get in on loans, particularly. Ian in Frozen Luffy, how are you, pal? Welcome in. Nice to see you. I, of course, looked at that. The Turkish lad from Inter is a ball-winning midfielder. So again, another bit of combativeness a word? Is combativeness a word? Maybe it is. Adi Camacho, Dominic Clark. Loads of like players who are really, really versatile. Landeros, we've decided to not bother going for £6 million, £6.5 million. Salim Ozdemir, that's a Manchester United striker. He's gone out to Hibs. Aquino is in. There we go. If Barton's in, I don't think Barton is in just yet. This he loves this guy. He loves this lad. Kurtlich has gone to Celtic, sadly. Hard-working midfielder. Not quite as angry as we hoped, but sadly, yeah, he has unfortunately gone to Celtic. Plus, he was 5'7", to be honest, so that's not really too much of a loss for us. Frozen Luffy putting the pizza in the oven. Now we're talking. My pals bought a pizza oven the other night, so went around there and we had make our own pizzas on Saturday. So it's very nice indeed. Might need another striker. You say anyone could. Could we get Paul Ward back from Mexico? Could you imagine? You know what? That's. Imagine if we did. Nicky Mallon's on his way through as well from Crystal Palace, from Man City. Sorry, could play centre back, but could also play midfield as well. Ball winner midfielder. So brought him in on loan as well. That's pretty decent. I mean, let's just have a look and see if he is how he is getting on at Club Americana. He's on loan, so we can't sign him just yet. We could take over the existing loan deal. Look at that, no goals in 5 games. Old Wardy's not having a great time out there, is he? You know, obviously, if his job is scoring goals, it's not going to be brilliant for him. There we go, put Mallow in. Aquilano doesn't even need to be registered. He misses me. I think so. You could be right there. Kadri's gone to Ipswich. He misses everything. Zeep straight in there. How you doing, Zeep? Good to see you, man. Welcome in. An absolute zinger of a comment there as well. I like that. He misses you. He misses everything. Love it. Evening, Franco. How are you, pal? Welcome. 19 million for sites. Wow, that's a lot. Alex Tremble. Paris Saint-Germain, Paris FC have made a loan deal. A loan bid. Could we get him in on loan? 20 grand left back. Who have we got as our left back at the minute? Oh, we've got Jackson, haven't we? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, let's leave him out. Let's leave him out there. try not to get swept up in the transfer deadline day madness. Just thinking, right, just keep our heads down. We've got our players, we've got our squad, we know what we're doing. No more. Don't get distracted. Zeki Uzun. Leicester want him. Hard-working midfielder. Fickle personality, is it? Yeah. I mean, I feel a panic buy coming on. That's why I'm trying to avoid this Lulu booster. I'm trying to be like, you know what? No. I'm good. I'm gonna try the cool hand. Try and keep that panic buy as an anagram of Paul Ward. Yeah, we've got money. We've got £9 million still left, so there is definitely some cash to spend. But I think we keep that money for January. We have signed Aquino. Yes, we have. He has come in for just under £1 million. So if that's if he works out as well as he's worked out in other people's saves offline, like having like had a look at the database and stuff, and then be like, oh look, yeah, this works when we've gone. Oh, we can get Owen O'Brien in. Owen O'Brien at 25 grand. Loan offers for Sam Brock on loan. 15 grand. Oh, okay. Right. Who said panic buying? 9 million will pick up 2 low-end wonder kids. Yeah, exactly. Oh, he's gone to Fiorentina. O'Brien's gone to Celta Vigo. No problem. Let's buy some top talent in January. Yeah. Give us a bit of time. Let the players settle in. Work out what we need, rather than going, I'll tell you what you need. Fitting it all in, then going, turns out what we needed was stability. Didn't buy any stability this year. When we're top of the league, it won't matter. That's a very good point, Franco. It's a very good point. Give the ball to our guy, Aquina. Just get him to do it all, innit? Pietro Scavone, aggression 17. Does League One still count? They all count. Never said which team. That's a good point. That is a very, very good point. Again, you're learning. Keep things very open-ended around here. You know, because we can't have our colours nailed to any masts. Be like, yeah, we'll definitely finish top of the league. Oh yeah, like the league you're in. No, not the league we're in. Obviously, it's silly. Could be in a different league, very different league. Lawrence Segura, Won it by Sunderland, Bordeaux, Lens, Lazio. Cymru South, here we come. Oh, it's happening. It's happening. Right, just you wait. Just you wait. Can we go a full deadline day without signing anybody? Can we do it? Because we're not going to technically class Aquino as a deadline day sign, are we? I mean, here he is. Here is the lad. Alberto Aquino, 20 years old, crossing 15, acceleration 18, agility 17, heading 15, believe it or not. Technique, flair, determination, bravery. Well, no, what we did was we concluded the deals, Nige. They were well set up in their way before deadline day. So Aquino and Mallon, they don't technically class as deadline day signings in my book, like, because we'd already started that process off prior to deadline day. I was obviously going to say that, you know, a deadline day signing is like me going, let's try someone brand new on deadline day. And basically, I'm just trying to look for semantics here more than anything. We definitely we put pen to paper on two players on deadline day, but yes, I think. Oh, look, look at that. It's the $1 million man ball. We are paying more money than anybody in the league. £64 million in transfers. I don't feel like we've got a lot, to be honest, for 64 million quid. Dundee have approached for Rogi. Preston brought in 15 players, they're fucked. Well, we're not too far behind them, are we? We've brought quite a lot in as well. Leicester, 22 players out. Could be a big thing, isn't it? Everton brought in Aaron Berber for 23 million quid. Ben Hames left Stoke to join Liverpool. How much did you bring in this window? I mean, obviously we made some money, didn't we? 11 million quid. Plus 20, so 31 million. 35 and a half, about 36 million. So yeah, probably spent about 30 million net. So that's like how you guys want to see it, isn't it? Actually spend money on players. Yeah. So this could be the season when we actually end up in positive equity, negative equity, debt. That's what it is. We're not making a profit this time. Bit of time to keep some promises. Sam Jones wanted to leave. The Cure wanted to leave. Paul Ward, now only a useful signing. 10 days until the Everton game. Everton Leicester next fixtures. Ouch. Useful, sack the scout. Yeah. I mean, this is where we're going to learn again about ourselves, Franco, yeah? Everton, Leicester and Stoke, 3 games back to back. So there's a couple of ways of looking at it. Either it works really handy in the fact that we get hammered, or what we do is we class those games out the way, to get them out of the way quickly, and then it's done, innit? You know what I mean? Try a bit of that. Try some chance creation first of all. Just quickly change these to try and mix that up a smidge. So yeah, so I've been thinking as well, okay, so when we played Huddersfield, we got caught out a little bit, right? So tactically, this 4-3-3, when it works, it works. What I thought was what we might have to do is we might have to move the chat. We might have to do that to be a bit more defensive. That's what I think we might have to do to try and stop conceding goals when the opposition start getting in at us. But hopefully we're going to get players like Damjanovic back shortly as well, which is going to really help. Interesting that Z's doing well in training. Brazilian fullback who's obviously come back in. He's sort of in the mix a little bit. Maxo was a bit pissed off because I shouted at him. I shouted at everyone during the after the Huddersfield game. He's like, I don't think you should have said that. And I'm like, oh, soz, mate. Like, but really, you were bad. You didn't play well as a team. Unsworth out for 7 days. Okay. Damjanovic just about coming back to fitness, maybe. Possibly not enough. Malin be on the bench. And he was bad. He was very bad, actually, wasn't he? I think that's what's even more annoying, when you've got a player complaining about the fact that you've shouted at people when he's been really bad. As well, you're like, mate, I had to shout because you were the worst one. Yeah. Anyone know the best English lower league database for FM23? There's a one called the FM Editor. He tends to bring one out, and I think he goes down to like tier 11, maybe 10 or 11. And I think it's Dan. There's a guy called Dan. Now they might be the same guy. There's two. There's a guy called Dan, and there's a guy called the FM Editor. One does tier 11, one does tier 14. 14, I think, feels a little bit like you're getting into like local five-a-side teams at that point. Level one where you lose the cup, then hold a meeting, tell me how crap I am, then in reality we're the ones on the field. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Shut up, lads. You're all to blame, all of yous. Yeah, I want the option where I tell them to bring examples to me as to like where I'm wrong. No, you're wrong. You're wrong. Just dismiss it all. Always free. Release the troublemaker if he's cheap enough. Yeah, it's like, Gaffer, I think this is wrong. Well, I think you'll find you've got no club anymore. So let's see who's the winner now. Eh? It's not you, is it? No, Johnny No Club. this guy's working up. Looking for one now called Dan FM Database. That's the one. Yeah, that's the Dan. The FM Database Dan, yeah. As I say, one of them's tier 14, one of them's tier 11. I can't quite remember which one's which, Jay, but they're both very, very good. Very good indeed. One thing I would say as well, when you load them up, on the advanced settings screen, click add players to, is it something like add key players or add key staff or something like that? There's a little tick. You've got to tick that, otherwise you'll start with like a whole bunch of like sort of essentially new gens. But if you don't, you'll start the game with no players in your team, and that is so much more difficult. So much more difficult. It's the way I would play it, to be honest. Like, oh, let's play as Washington or Durham, and there's nobody in the team, and I'm like, oh shit. Right, I'll tell you what, another good performance and training from Z again. I think he's serious, this lad. So we want him to be serious. We want him to take this game seriously. Remember, everyone at that level is shit and can leave on a free at any moment. Yeah, because no one's got a contract, have they? It's all 0 contracts, which is great. Some leagues you can play trialists as well, so keep your eye out for that. Focus play through the middle, that's always an option on these sorts of so Matty Warwick's not fully fit. Harold Roberts is. I tell you what though, Golubovic could be as well, actually. Damjanovic, let's put Damjanovic back in. Maybe Gino. Gino might give us a bit more defensively, but Golubovic might be able to box it rather than be a roaming playmaker, actually. Daniel Day-Lewis still as the poacher. We might have to tweak that so he's not a poacher. Maybe make him the advanced forward during the game, possibly. But let's see. Aquino's on the bench as well, so he might come on for Murphy, who's been playing very, very well. So here we go then. Time to see the new team in action. Or the newer lads, we should say, sorry. Transfer window's closed. This is the Crystal Palace team until January. See how we get on. Fingers crossed for a performance. Palace, of course, red and blue. Everton in yellow. And we're trying to sack one player, says Franco, after a couple of defeats, and they were his fault. The board wouldn't let me do it because it cost too much. I think at that point you've got to resign in it because the board are clearly backing the player over you, and you've got to make a stand, haven't you? Also, we're going to keep an eye on our defensive line because sometimes it can be a little bit too high. Might get caught out a little bit. Got to have principles. Got to. You know, there's nothing like walking out of a club for a silly reason, is there? So sat in the reserves and mourning that he wasn't getting first team football. See, the thing is, if he's mourning, he's then an impact in the first team. Whereas if you leave, first team's not your problem anymore, is it? See? No effect. Oof. So Everton currently just beneath us in 12th there. We're 10th at this point. Win should put us back up in contention for the playoff spots. Obviously, as scores currently stand. Here's Isaac Johnson, great ball through. Daniel Day-Lewis, straight at the goalkeeper. Got to finish it off there, hasn't he? Damjanovic with the corner. Head away. There's the chat. Golubovic back to the cure. Golubovic to the back post. Comes to Hayes. Could have tried an effort from there, couldn't he? Perfect. Chat. Jackson. Out to Golubovic. Cure. Jackson. Gives it away. He's going to take a risk, I think. Principles in this day and age. Steady on, Tony. I know. What am I like, Luffy? What am I like? Take it off. Six shots, 3 on target. XG of 0.38. Everton have got XG of 0.07. Are on the ball now, which is tends to mean bad things. It's fine, well played, Jackson. Doyle, Cure. Even Skikadru, welcome in. How are you? Long time no see indeed. Hope you're well. Nice treating you good. Gonna hydrate on in 2 seconds. Chat. Daniel Day-Lewis. Offside. Oh, it's close. It's so close. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. Change it to complete forward, actually. Rough month, mate. A little offline. Oh, mate. Sorry to hear that. Hope you're getting better, though. Hope life's treating you better now. Oof. Yeah, I get you. That's it. Hopefully things are better for you now, man. Oh, come off it. Keeper's got to do better than that, hasn't he? Full month without FM. Well, you know what? You need to do that. Sometimes you need to do that. Passing the space, go through the middle. See how that works. Yeah. Bad time to concede that goal as well, right before half time. They're going to sit in the middle, so maybe we don't put it through the middle actually. Let's go a bit wider, a bit more direct. A frustrating one actually. Just popped in to see you're alive, mate. That's cool, man. Honestly, that's the main thing. Like, you know, as I said, glad to hear that you're still hanging in. You know. I think you're right. I think it's time for Aquino. Damjanovic is starting to tire. Golubovic can go there. Murfett can go there. Maybe it's time for Rory as well, actually. Rory in place of Daniel Day-Lewis. Possibly time for Z, actually. Aquino taking the corner, first touch. Oh. His first touch is an assist. Oh. Unbelievable. His first touch in a Crystal Palace shirt. It feels very much like, you know, when it was Aspria versus Middlesbrough. Barton, your boy's in. Your boy is here. He's announced himself, hasn't he? Jesus. 2 touches, 2 goals. Right, Barton, I don't know where you found him, but this is very much legendary status, legendary debut status. What's this lad done? I can see why you were desperate for him. Slightly more useful than Wardy. Imagine the balls that, like, I guess maybe Wardy just needed the service. Unbelievable. Barton ball is superb. I mean, got to take the credit. He's got to. I think we need to just shore things up a little bit more. Wardy needs new legs. But he ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan. Johnson with the tackle. Hayes over the top. Wilson. Aquino. Wardy needs a new everything. Just needs David Nugent for England finishes. I mean, that would be outstanding if he did it. Imagine. All of a sudden he was like, oh, actually, no, I can score loads of great goals as well. But like an XG of like 1. Wilson taking it in. Wins it back as well. Aquino. Okay, Barton. I feel like you deserve to have your status moved up ever so slightly in the chat. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. I think Aquino changed the game. A penalty Southampton, says JT. Who are they playing? Back so Aquino. Ah, he can miss. He is human after all. Barnes not here. Can we just rename Aquino to Paul Ward? So the tricky thing we've got now is that up until this point, Murphy was playing pretty well, but Aquino's very much come and stamped his authority in it. 3-3 against Forest. Aquino, oh, he's missed that one. 4-2. Well, that was a turnaround. That absolutely was a turnaround. Forest have got 4, right? So Forest have beaten Southampton at this point then. Didn't miss it. The guy at the end of the cross was on the wrong place. Yeah. Barnes here just quietly reveling in his glory. Mate, Barton, you deserve every bit. You deserve to be smug. You deserve to be smug. You know what I mean? And there's some sort of managerial masterstroke for you today, bringing Aquino on. Yeah. It's not just it's not just me. Our scouting team, of course, found him, but yeah, that was quite a turn up. Quite a turn up. Premier League is averaging 7 goals a game. Fulham beat Leicester 5-3. Everton stung Brighton 5-1. Forest Saints is 4-3. I think you nearly missed him. Well, to be fair, I didn't necessarily nearly miss him. I nearly balls the transfer up because I buggered up the first contract negotiation. So yeah, I nearly nosedived it. Nearly. Oh, I hope he doesn't get injured now. So that's all we can hope for now, and it just don't get injured. But that's quite a debut, isn't it? Poor Murphet now. Murphet's got to be sitting there going like, but they used to like me. They used to like me at this team. And now, Murphet, average rating 7.16. That's not going to be enough. Aquino's average rating is now 8.7. So Aquino's straight in. I mean, well, I guess he goes straight in, doesn't he? Or does he? Do we ease him in gently? That's what she said. Do we try that with him? You'd be well pissed at that sub, wouldn't you, if you're Murphet? Yeah, exactly. Nothing like a sample size of 1 to make sweeping changes. 100%. But yes, he absolutely it's dropped. I mean, Murphet is a little bit tired, possibly. There is that. Jackson for Z, actually. There's literally, the thing is that Murphet's literally got nothing he can say. Is he just like, right, so Gaffer, am I start? I mean, realistically, you came off, and the lad who came on got 2 assists and a goal in your position. What do you think? What do you think's happening right now? See what you're saying, Gaffer? I see what you're saying. You're saying I'm starting, aren't you? That's what you're saying. Yeah, you say the other lad's got. He was on the bench. He's rubbish. Him, not like me, old Murphy, guy who started all the games. And he did it in half an hour. Yes, Barnes really just like made sure all the facts are in there, and he was on it for half an hour, and it was against the run of play, and he had to run all the way across to take the fucking corner in the first place. He doesn't even know the fellow he's crossing to. He just put it in there. There's a lad there. He'll head it in. Didn't even know the name of the fellow he's aiming for. Just cross it to the back post. See what happens. I'm a big fan of it. I think it worked really well. I think it definitely did what needed to be done, right? Nicky Mallon's probably a bit too angry to go in that middle. There, isn't he? Damjanovic still only with a flag on him. So let's play Golubovic there for now. Of course, it was the cue every time. Yeah, just aim to the big lad. You'll spot him a mile off. He'll be the one with mascara on. Just aim for him. I'll tell you what. Let's give Aquino the start. I think he probably deserves it. And I deserve some trifle. Happy Tony Mowbray Day, everybody. Barton deserves a trifle. I'll get a trifle sent to you, Barton. Here's a real trifle. Don't worry about that. Oh, slowly. There's jam at the bottom. None of this bloody chocolate nonsense that we had before. Right. Although I say real, it's an Aldi one, so it's not like a... Yeah, that last one was really strange, the chocolate one. Aquino's free kick. Oh, he's missed. He's missed. Get him off. I love how this is like now a trifle stream as well. we have standards of not just of sport, but of trifles as well. So, yeah. The SMR of peeling back the lid. Oh. He missed. Quick, sell him. Exactly. Murphet sitting on the bench in my ear. Come on, Gaffer. Get me on. Oh, and he's missed. The back post. Great ball by Z. Should have been 1-0. Lovely ball in. 15 head in my arse. Peaked too soon. Yeah. He's got his eyes closed. Oof. Bazunu. Great save. Didn't even need the jumping reach of 3, I think he's got. Billy Big Bollocks, isn't he? Just sat there, just like, I've made it now. Z gives the ball away. Oh. Evening, World Club champ. How are you, buddy? Nice to see you. Hope life's treating you good, man. Always a pleasure having you in the chat. Go and drop one club champ a follow if you can do, everyone. That'd be much appreciated. He's the new Francis Jeffers. He's an impact sub, isn't he? He's just a super sub. He can't start the game. He's more of an Ole Gunnar Solskjaer character. Oh mate, no, you're much appreciated. You're much appreciated, man. We like raiding over and hanging out. Great ball. There's Warwick Davis picks it up. Daniel Day-Lewis was through. Aquino with a long ball forward, obviously. Would have been a great ball. Cracking bit of defending there, though. Couldn't see him. Looks like authentic Leicester defending. Sadly, yeah. Oh, good block. I was expecting that to be a penalty. Maxo's away. Is it worth playing Aquino as a winger, an inside forward or a playmaker? Oh, we played him as an inside forward in the last match. He was brilliant. He's on a 7.1 as an inside forward here. Maybe he's a winger? Possibly. I'll have a quick look at him. Yeah, he's a winger, isn't he? Acceleration, crossing. So let's keep him as a winger on attack, actually, rather than support. See what difference we can make him in this second half. I played him as inside forward personally, but I also had 2 strikers. Oh, there. It's just something else, isn't it? I might get myself a booking. Move Daniel Day-Lewis to complete forward again, actually. I think we have to swap between Porter. You can't always play Porter, I don't think. There's some matches where he just gets isolated a little bit. Aquino. Oh. Daniel Day-Lewis with a header. Nicely played by Doyle. Play the ball out from the back. That's one, boys. Chat. Great ball to Golubovic. Oof. Gotta do better. Zuma with the ball. Z. Inside Golubovic. Doyle just comfortable on the ball, Doyle, isn't he? Z with the ball through. Daniel Day-Lewis. Aquino. It's Rob now. Wins it back though. High work rate, this lad. There's the chat. The cure. Chat. Aquino. His ball away. Daniel Day-Lewis. 2-0. Ian and Keeney, how are you, pal? Welcome in. It's a little bit scrappy, but Hayes gets in, gets the tackle. Daniel Day-Lewis is there. 2-0 up against Leicester. We were saying these are going to be games we're sort of going to learn a lot about ourselves, aren't we? Indirectly, Aquino's been involved in both goals. He has. He's been superb. There's literally no denying it. He's been a revelation. He looks the part. He very much looks the part. And if he gets sold, he'll get sold for big money, I'm guessing. I'm sure there must be a half-decent buyout clause in him. Just got back from watching nephew play football. Nice. Aquino. Maxo. Over the top from the Maxo man. Randy Savage. Is he Alexis Sanchez or Roberto Solano? Could be either. Could be either. I love Z. Are there any other footballers named after a trendy post-punk record label? Let's put Yard icon there. See how he gets on. Murphet spitting feathers. Don't worry, he's going to come on. I'm going to bring him on for Daniel Day-Lewis, I think. Pete Postcard, Chevron, rough trade. Kenny Factory. Julio Jodio. Maxon gives the ball away. Aquino wins it back. Of course he does. Oh, and Vorshek puts it over the top. Maximilian Cherry Red. Actually, let's swap those two around. Got Baldwin midfielder. Here comes he again. Also, we're forgetting Alberto Trojan, remember? Martian. Alan Alternative Tentacles. Oof. Wonder what Aquino will be like as a striker. I don't know. Very, very quick indeed. Very quick. I mean, this match has been a washout for a minute, really. 2 goal involvements. That's like that. This is, you know, how tonight's been is describing as his goal involvements this season. Daniel Day-Lewis has now got 6, I think, one club champ. 6 in 6. So, yeah, he's doing all right. He's doing right. That's what you want, isn't it? A goal a game. From a striker. Ball through. There's Murphet. Oh, it's offside. In a 4. In a 4-4-2 for a counter attack. Absolutely. We'll go in the set play. Didn't expect that. Right, let's just make sure that we don't concede then, shall we? Oh, already on it, Franco. Yeah, try and see the game out. Perfect. Charging forward on his own. I own it with him. Z. Malin. The chat. Maxo. Malin thinks about it. Z's going to have a go, isn't he? He's Brazilian, of course he's going to have a go. Sometimes you just got to, haven't you? Sometimes you've got to. Hopefully it's the right decision, though. Oh, I thought that was a penalty. I thought that was a penalty. Oh, we've got away with one there. But look at this. Against Leicester, we've dominated. Absolutely dominated that game. 63% possession, 21 shots, 589 passes, completed out of 676. That's pretty good, isn't it? And we were unsure about it. Well, there was question marks. There was question marks over this 4-3-3, going like, is it the right system? Is it the right system? Daniel Day-Lewis refused to celebrate against his former club. I mean, hey, look, it's fine, innit? Let him do what he wants to do. Go and find us the next superstar. It's Paul Ward. But we know the answer is Paul Ward. It's not Paul Ward. I mean, it's probably not. We have to let him go. He's very much of Paul Ward is very much of his time. I mean, that seemed to be working out all right, didn't it? Very much down the right-hand side. You can't see behind my head here. Our XG is 7.7. Our actual goals is 14. Our expected points is 9.2. Our actual points is 12. Our expected position is 8th, and our actual position is 3rd. So, at the minute, overachieving. At the minute. Stoke City next. At home. Then, by the looks of it, was that saying Watford next, I think? Give us the trophy now. I mean, ever since we got knocked out of the Carabao Cup, we've been able to focus on it, haven't we? 100 points incoming. Here's Daniel Day-Lewis, by the way, for the One Club champ who was asking about him before. 6 in 6. 7.28. Decent, innit? Carry on for the next 35 league games. We'll be laughing. We will be. Absolutely will be. If we could. Oof. Watford and then Coventry after these two games. After this game here. Match tactics, match preview. Recovery. Again. Match review. Yeah, after Z's got a 9 in training. Z loves it. How well did he play in the last match as well? A 7. Got a 7 in the last game. Played pretty well. Yeah, no worries, Franco. You take your time. I've got recovery and recovery on after the Stoke game. Should be recovery and match review. That's what I want. Okay. Again, they're saying go through the middle, but I'm not massively sure about that. Regrouping rather than chasing down? Possibly, but we're at home, so let's try and force the issue a little bit. Chat's starting to tire a little bit, so we have to keep an eye on him, possibly bring Malin in to replace him at half-back. Golubovic we can replace with Damjanovic. Z looks fine, the Cure, Doyle. They're all hanging in there. Kadorf for the Chat's the only option I'm thinking maybe might be worth it. Anticipation 14. 15. Tackling 14. Tackling 14. Let's try it. Might regret that one change, but I need to try and keep some players fit and fresh. Right, Stoke City 4-4-2 OVS. We're in a 4-3-3, which is quite very, very exotic for me. Today was absolutely massive. Sean is God, you're right. Absolutely right. How are we? Welcoming. Z, Kadorf, Z. Good ball in. Warwick thought about it. Daniel Day-Lewis with a header. Just lurking at the back post. Z down the channel. Damjanovic wins it. Here's back for Z. Oh. Here we go. He wants to be involved. I mean, it comes off somebody, but never mind. Even Thomas, how are you, buddy? No post reason involved a certain team bottling automatic promotion. Go for it. Go for it. What a week for Z. A 9 in training and a goal. Top laugh. Easy, easy. Yeah. Well, look, Sunderland got themselves into the playoffs today, Sean, so very, very happy about that as well. Any particular position we're after? We still want that ball playing centre half, don't we? Really, like, Doyle's coming in and doing nicely. He's doing really, really nicely. But I worry potentially, what might happen if he loses form or if he gets injured. Then what? Obviously, we're not going to keep him for next season when we go up. It's 32, so he might get caught out in the Premier League. But Damjanovic, Daniel Day-Lewis. Oh, what football! What football! Oh, yeah, a bastard in the midfield. Yeah, exactly. Northampton are going up. Love it, Sean. Love it. Cambridge did up yesterday. So Thomas is very, very happy. Yeah, this is the time when people are really, really, really happy or really, really sad. Damjanovic. Z. Damjanovic. what to say. It's quiet from Aquino so far. Oh. Damjanovic goes down, no penalty apparently. I think I've just heard a child up actually. Oh. Martial, goal counts. 2 seconds. Right, back. What did I miss? What did I miss? A second goal, apparently. Okay. Excellent. Who scored? Was it any good? Presumably we're playing brilliantly. Yeah, there was a child walking around and he was coughing his little head off, just like doing the whole daddy, 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 and unfortunately he was just like daddy will try and get you some medicine. Right, Hayes scored. Lovely. Nice. It's nice to see him getting a goal, actually, to be honest. Warwick is pretty aggressive, but playing very, very well. Might need him to calm down a smidge. Well, he's going to get himself sent off, I'd imagine. Obviously, we can bring Malin on, possibly. Well, he's also got aggression of 20, so that could... So that's going to be one of those things, isn't it? Oh, hang on. Nosebleed time, everybody. I tell you what, if we come... Look. If somehow we come out of this 3-game period, Everton, Leicester, Stoke with 9 points, I mean, fucking hell, that's... Oof. Gino with the effort there. That would be incredible, wouldn't it? 9 points out of these 3 games. Even 7 would be pretty good. I think the Queen he's gone, hasn't he? 7.1. It's not even worth playing now. Damjanovic on a 6-5. Really not having it at all, is he? Got Golubovic on there. Aquino's on a yellow card and he's tiring. It's time for the Smurf. Z's looking very assured at the back, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? Like, he's looking pretty solid. Oh, right. Aquino gave the ball away. We'll bring him off anyway. He's starting to tire, but no effect can come on. What's happening, Jax? Is he playing in the middle? Not yet. No, to be honest, we've not really touched him. We brought Z in just for rotation, I think. Jackson's got a knock, and to be fair, Z's been playing brilliantly. We haven't had to bring Jackson back in, but that's a good problem to have, isn't it? This is a lovely move. Oh, like that would have been stunning. Obviously, we could potentially move Z across to right back because we try to train him there. Z with the shot there. I think Maxwell just thinks he's better than everybody else. I get that impression. Like, I'm okay with it. Warwick, Hayes, Gino, Z, Golubovic. Over the top, Murphet. Get your head up, son. Oh, just had to square it. Just had to square it, and we'd have had a third. Sometimes maybe just try not to be selfish, lads. Doyle picks it up. Maxwell, Pure. Doyle, Z, Golubovic away again. Back inside, Hayes, Daniel Day-Lewis, offside, I think. Tell you what, let's put Rory Wilson on, actually. Oh, this is Z's been caught out. Oof. Well held. Kitowski, the clearance. So he brings it down. Gino away. Warwick with the ball through. Gino. Wilson. First touch goes down. No penalty apparently. Actually, maybe it was a DLF. Wilson nods it through. Murphy. Maxo. Warwick. Gino. Oh. Maybe double DM time. Wilson. Perfect. 3-1. Been a bit in and out of the stream tonight. I'm sure it's already been discussed, but congratulations, Sunderland. Appreciate Broad City. Yes, I may have mentioned it once or twice, but I think I love it. I genuinely love it. I think it's superb what they've done. But I have been very, very open in saying that I kind of would like them to not go up and just stay in the championship, which is nice. I'd like that, but at the end of the day, you know, promotion's promotion, isn't it? And that's what they'll all be looking for promotion. And like, fair play, Mowbray's got them absolutely working, and it's a very un-Sunderland thing to happen. Needing a result on the last day of the season, needing other results to go there as well. That go the same way. Like, it doesn't happen that way, and because of that, you kind of like. It's weird being a Sunderland fan going into matches going, might get a result. We're probably gonna get a result here. Like, it's very, very unnerving to go into a match confident. Golomovic. Premiership is horrible. Absolutely horrible. Yeah, Norwich fan there, bro, says, yeah, you get it. Of course, it was Pookie's last game today as well, wasn't it, for Norwich? So, did he get a good send-off? I hope he did. Yeah, he definitely did the bits, didn't he? Did the business when you guys first went in the Premiership. I still call it the Premiership as well. It's probably like old school. And when you're in the Premiership, yeah. Look at this though, everyone. Three wins out of 3. Everton, Sheffield, Everton, Leicester and Stoke. As I said, 3 massive matches. All at home, granted. So we don't know. There's still bits to learn about our team. 5-minute standing ovation when he got subbed off. Quite emotional. Oh, mate. That's what you want, isn't it? Wilson, Golobovic. Oh, Murphy pulls it back. Wilson. Hang on. Doyle's been just beating Montiel. That'll do, get away. Oof. Not a wide. 3-1. So we're 1 point behind QPR at this point now. With a plus 9 goal difference as Wilson chases it down. Keeps it in the corner. 3 more points. Look at this again. Just absolutely dominating teams, aren't we? 67% possession. 23 shots, 13 on target. Excuse me, 2.51 XG. 619 attempted passes. TJ ball is happening at home. We don't know what it's like away from home. Okay, I mean, we could say what it's like away from home. It lost at Derby, it lost at Portsmouth, and it lost at Huddersfield. At home, it's 1-4-0 at Bournemouth, it's 1-3-1 at Everton, it's 1-3-2-1 against Leicester, and it's beaten Stoke 3-1. Away from home, we did beat Preston 4-1. So, you know, there is some goals in this tactic, by the looks of it. Oh, maybe not the tactic, but definitely the team. You know, which means we're now going to the next couple of matches away against Watford. Now this is going to be interesting. Watford currently 15th. We felt sorry for Huddersfield and let them have 3 points. It's probably it. It's probably it on it. And the Derby game, like, that could have gone anywhere really, anywhere really. So it was only fair that they had some points as well. We didn't really want the Carabao Cup, so that's why I let Portsmouth have that. But apart from that, like, you know, what could you possibly say that's gone wrong? Nothing. So this one probably want to be ball retention actually, and defending wide. How are they going to play? Yeah, disengaged defending actually. Yeah, marking, tackling. Yeah, let's try that. Now, bear in mind, we did think that we might have to drop a midfielder in, a second DM in, didn't we, for away from home games? So, do we start with that, or do we have that up our sleeve to change fairly quickly? Because I think it'll be interesting to see if we can take the game to Watford in the formation that we've got, and then in the event that we have to be a bit more defensive, we then pull it back in there, as if like when we're seeing the game out. I think maybe Daniel Day-Lewis as a poacher probably isn't the option. Use it as the change, says Franco. Have it up your sleeves. That's what Watford do. Watford are 4-4-2. Okay, so we've just played 4-4-2. We managed it. In terms of Isaac Jackson's back now. It seems weird considering dropping Z at this point. Do you know what I mean? Like, even 33, how are you? Oh, you went, mate. You went. Oh, what a day. What a day, eh? Unbelievable scenes. I didn't go, but by the sounds of it, it was brilliant. Like, it's just unbelievable, isn't it, to consider. I've just been saying, like, tonight, unbelievable to think that a Sunderland side can go with those sorts of games and actually get those sorts of results. And the way they've played all season, to go into matches confident of a victory, playing brilliant football. It's it's not something we're used to. And it feels very unnerving. Golubovic, decent Premier League player at this point now. Could end up being a leading Premier League player as well, so let's keep that development on that upward curve for him. Alejandro, 18-year-old wonder kid goalkeeper now. I did say he was labelled the next Zubi Zaretta, so yeah, he might be quite good. £45 million release fee. Oh, unbelievable. Fabio Vajaro. Alright, come on, the 33. Welcome. What we're going to say, right? Are we going to do it? Are we going to go up, or are we going to? Would you want us to go up, or do you want us to stay down Evening, busiest Baron. How are you, pal? Welcome. Flattery gets you everywhere, by the way. So welcome in. So I agree, but too young to fully embrace the Reedy days. This is by far the best football I've ever seen at Sunderland. Bunch of players giving their all, rolling Saturday. Like, it's 100% that. And again, forgive me, some of the chat who were in earlier, saying to like my mate, going like, it's amazing to like have a bunch of players that just love playing for the shirt. And there's always this thing, I've said this so many times, Sunderland fans just want 11 players to go out on the pitch and try. That's all it is, right? Give their all for 90 minutes. Sunderland fans don't expect wins every single week. They don't expect trophies. They don't expect success. They just expect those players to go out and try as hard as any single fan in that stadium would if they were given the opportunity, right? That's all they want. And this season, you can see those players are doing that. And they're giving their all, and the fans are giving them more back. And it's like a reciprocation thing. Like, you know, the fans can see that the players are trying, so they're helping get behind. And you know, it's working. There's some local lads in there for the team as well, which again is great. It's very much a team that prides itself on having its own players come through. And yeah, I just think it's just brilliant. Like, Mowbray's got some incredible football going on. Diallo is a top player. He's gonna be a good player. Like, he's one of the best I think we've seen at the stadium. Like, genuinely, he's one of the best players we've seen. He's got everything. He's got pace. He's got power. He's got skill. He's got creativity. He can clearly score. He can score from anywhere. You know, if you were making a list of best players that have ever worn a Sunderland shirt, he gets in that conversation, and I'm not saying that lightly. Like, I genuinely think he will go down in Sunderland history. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, he's been that good this season. They've done what they've done without a recognised striker, recognised centre forward. Obviously, you've had Ross Stewart's been out for most of the season, so we've sort of like not even had that to be like, oh yeah, you know, we've played all these players and that. We've not had the players that we'd normally have in, even there. No striker per se. So that's a concern. But yeah, we're managing to get around that. Not a problem. Yeah, they've just turned up and they've just done what they've had to do, and it's been brilliant. Genuinely brilliant. But yeah, it is now slightly difficult because I don't really want them to go up. I don't want them to have to go to the Premier League. I want them to just want to keep them in the Championship, which is very selfish of me, I must admit. It's very, very selfish of me to think that, but it would be nice for them to, like, it would be great if they get promoted, you know what I mean? Like, and they do fantastic, right? But I just yeah, I would prefer them to not go up. Sunderland versus Borough final, Matt Blade. Oh, I mean, like, the narrative's there, isn't it? The Mowbray Cup final. Obviously, he used to manage Coventry as well, so there is that. But I think Sunderland Borough is a big enough game on its own. Plus the Mowbray connection. That would be, Wembley would be absolutely bouncing if that was the game. Trafalgar Square would be like, you just wouldn't know where to hit it. But I'd like to see Luton go up 33. I'd fancy us to beat Luton over 2 games with a fit centre-back. They're a very young, strong team, so that worries me, but I actually think Coventry will do it this year. If we go up, bring on the journey. If we don't, it won't do us any harm. It's been so much fun this past year. That's the attitude, isn't it? That is absolutely the attitude. Luton have been amazing. There's a few Luton fans who are in the chat so far tonight. Luton have been incredible. And as I say, as much as I love the playoffs, you gotta feel sorry for Luton. They've done brilliantly to get to the final. They should be the team. Do you know what I mean? They should be the team that gets promoted, and they're having to go into the playoffs. They're going third. History tends to say the team who finishes third tend not to get promoted. So they've got to pick themselves up after a long, hard season. We've got that bit of magic of like, hey, we've managed to get ourselves through. Isn't that great? Coventry are definitely there to do some damage. Like, Mark Robbins has really got that team singing, and Borough are just so well drilled that any of those 4 teams can go up. And I think that's what makes it a really, really, really a really, 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 really exciting set of playoffs, to be honest. I live near Luton, it'd be great for Bedfordshire. Yeah, totally. Like, I don't know when Luton get the next chance of doing it, but yes, you're right. It's been such a long time since Luton were in the top flight. Probably Mike Newell days, I'd imagine. So yeah, seeing them in there would be great. I've got to agree. I absolutely agree with that. Keepers just all at sea. In fact, to be fair, it's the defensive line that's the problem. The defensive line was too high. Keeper's got to come for it. But yeah, I think he's damned if he does and he's damned if he doesn't, really, because if he stays on his line, striker's got loads of time to work out where to place his shot. If he doesn't and he comes for it, the goal happens, as we've just seen. Obviously, we've now got a slight concern because we are a goal down. And we're away from home, and that now proves that TJ Ball is not as effective away from home. Sounds like there could be a TJFM Luton supporters group before long. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Imagine that, having an actual supporters group somewhere. It'd be brilliant. Pass out of the space, I reckon. Luton, the only professional team in the region, I believe, will be massive for the era. Yeah, because MK aren't real. They don't count. The Barons misses us from Luton. Love it. Yeah, I lived in Bedford for a couple of years as well, so I have a slight connection to the area. Damjanovic. Oh, just try and get the shot away. MK's Bucks. Yeah, but you know what I mean. It's all kind of the same place, isn't it? I've turned very northern very quickly. It's like, it's all the same stuff, really. Whereabouts? Well, I lived. It's not. I started in Kempston. I started down there, and then I moved just off London Road, which shit. But yeah, I was there for a couple of years. And then we're talking like 12 years ago or something now. So yeah, quite a while ago now. But Stevenage aren't very far away. Yeah. And then Watford, of course. Watford's fairly close, isn't it? Right, so I'm going to do 4-4-2 actually. See if that's going to help us out a little bit. Luton itself is horrible, but we're good for business. True. Oh, look at that. See, everyone, all the old Kempston lots in. This is when people know that you're like, so you're saying things like legit. It's like, I lived here. Oh, shit, that really is a place. Yeah, I moved down, and then I'd been there I'd only been there a couple of weeks, and then realised that some family that I've got from Glasgow, I thought they'd lived in Southampton, but they'd moved up from Southampton to Shefford, so they were very, very close by as well. So I was like, oh, brilliant. So I had family close by, which was great. Hayes has got to do better there, hasn't he? Luton Beatles, I'd love to see them do it, just to see some of their players turn up at Kennel Road. Or, like, if Luton get promoted, there should be a petition to get the plastic pitch back. That's should be the only thing that happens. I hated Luton ever since they implemented the ID cards in the mid-80s. Caused trouble when QPR went there, very quickly dropped the scheme. Ah. Demand a bit more from that a lot. Because we're not playing particularly well. I think it's going to have to be Golubovic, isn't it? I know, Aquino 6.2. Yeah, he's just not fancying it, is he? But it's fine. It happens from time to time. We can let him have one match off. Gino's giving the ball away. Is he going to win it back? Yes, he is. Perfect. Away for 20 minutes. What's happened? Well, we conceded a very, very silly goal. And since then, we've not been able to get back into it, to be honest. But they're sitting deep, so let's pull ourselves back a bit. See if that works. Apparently, I might be able to play at Cardiff Road and up to Premier League standards. Really? As I say, I want them to get the plastic pitch back on. Murphy, what's he done? Oh. I've got no idea what happened there. No idea at all. Felt like a bent spoon. Yeah. Yuri Geller striker. Jackson, Golubovic, Damjanovic, Wilson. Wilson's out wide. What's he doing out wide? Hayes. Oh. Right, Damjanovic is not playing very well, is he? Put him through the middle. Complete forward. Aquino. I guess let's put him there. Let's try through the middle, shall we? See how that works. I don't think it's going to be the right answer. Uh-oh. I mean, 1-0 is not the worst result. It was ridiculous circumstances where the goal went in. But it definitely means we have to start thinking about our away setup. Maybe we should have started a little bit more defensive. In fact, actually, to be honest, the goal actually just came from the defensive line being a little bit too high. So, but then again, we haven't scored. That's the problem. You know what I mean? Dominated the game again. Didn't score. Daniel Day-Lewis got injured as well, by the way, so that's also potentially a concern. Watford rise to 11th. How long is Daniel Day-Lewis out for? 3 months. Oh dear. He's not got a damaged left foot, has he? Okay. That changes things. Good thing we signed Wardy. Stadium MK, yeah. See, Stadium MK is great. Like, I hate to say that out loud because obviously the fact that it's Milton Keynes. But as a stadium, yeah, it is very, very good. Torn hamstring, better go back to the Michael Owen book. Feels like it. I mean, Golubovic can play up front as an AF, or we could play. I mean, obviously Wilson's up there. Wilson could play there up front on his own as an AF. Damjanovic can play there, I suppose, as well. Kadorf's not played as bad as I was expecting, to be honest. Murphy, of course, can play up there. Yeah. Get some more water. Good shout. Some trifle as well. Right, so it's almost like we have to change up a little bit when we're away from home. We play quite slow, we play quite short passing. Maybe we have to play, maybe we look at slightly more long ball, slightly more counter-attack style. I guess maybe get people to get players behind the ball when we're away from home, rather than chasing the game, rather than chasing down. Maybe sit a little bit, go right, try and break us down, then we can hit on the break. Maybe that's it. Trifle is life. FM's getting in the way of a trifle. It is a little bit, excuse me, isn't it? So there's obviously the child, you know, my youngest, he woke up, so that slowed us down a little bit. Z again. Smashing it in training. He loves it, doesn't he? Did you hear the trifle being opened? like meerkats, isn't it? Right, so yeah, let's go with Murphy up front first of all. Although, actually, you know what? No, Aquino's going to rest because we could do that. Let's put Wilson through the middle. Hayes could maybe do with a rest a little bit. He's playing really, really well, though. Early indications suggest I may have found a player. Oh, really? Oh, okay. That is exciting when this happens, isn't it? M&S trifle is my weakness. Well, this isn't an M&S, and this is an Aldi one, so I must admit I can't be flashing the cash on M&S trifles. Imagine how many trifles I'd have to eat. Who are we looking at now? Yeah. What's the damage? Probably made in the same factory. I'd imagine so. I'd imagine it's the same trifle. Did M&S do a compot? Quite possibly. Challenged by Unsworth. So yeah, a couple of changes for the game against Coventry. Murphy, Wilson, Golubovic, Unsworth, and Jackson are in the team. Murphy with the corner. Rock picks it up. Maxo. Got Maxo. Right down the line, that'll do. There's a corner. Brazilian lad called Ramon Ronnie. I mean, he's got a great name. He's got a great name, hasn't he? Razor Ramon Ronnie. Get him in. Nice knockdown. The cure inside for Warwick. Maxo. Murfett. Ball through for Wilson. Good block. Was to see it's Ronchi or Ramon Ronchi. I think it's even better. Ramon Ronnie's pretty good, but Ramon Ronchi, I really like it. Golubovic inside Unsworth. Oh, Golubovic chasing on. Nearly got there. Perfect. Unsworth. Raunchy. Yeah, Rod Seal. Good tackle by Jackson. Sounds like a 90s food item. Well, we were on the trifle tonight. We got no more food items as well. Jolly Ranchers. Jackson, Warwick, Jackson. Lovely ball. Golubovic. Wilson. Good age, bit short though. Only 6'3". If he is, then he's not really worth it, is he? 5 shots, not on target so far. 67% possession. Evening down FM, how are we? Warwick. Unsworth. That's what we want. Oh, Wilson. Wilson, what's he done? What's he done? Warwick with the ball through there though. Unsworth comes on. In for his. That's what players slotting in and coming in and making the most of their opportunity. Hayes had a brilliant start of the season. Murphy. Wilson goes down. Murphy. You're here, Dan. That's the main thing. You're here. We're all here as well. Yeah, so I respect it. Yeah, we're all here to help, support, make everyone feel better. Or we're here to watch a 43-year-old man eat a trifle. So there's that. There's that. That's why I'm here. It's the reason I'm here as well, Arsenal. I'll be 100% honest, there was part of me today, it was just properly a bit, I was very sort of like, just, not today, like, you know, just when you feel a bit like flat and you just don't feel connected, and I was getting stressed out with like the building, with the builders and stuff, and parents were down. There was just like just a house full of people. Kids were in, of course. It was too wet to take them out. Just everything just felt a bit overwhelming today, and I could just feel my head just sort of go. I was like, oh, I'm just trying to work out what to do. Like, I just don't really fancy doing anything tonight. But then, you know what? I'm glad I came on. Certainly made me feel better. Cure steps up, smashes home their penalty, makes it 3-0. Ironically, the Cure. QPR, Palace, Norwich, all with plus 10 goal difference. And the team between them as well. Oh, beautiful symmetry. Everyone enjoys seeing a bit of symmetry, doesn't it? Wilson's shite. Wilson's coming off. I don't think Wilson's not a great fit for our system, but we definitely had to bring him in to weaken Preston. I don't think he's oh, Calvin Ben with a goal. I think if we kept playing him, he'd get goals, but we're comparing him to Daniel Day-Lewis, who's very good, you know, and he's not as good as Daniel Day-Lewis. Bank on the save to hope you feel better is a risky strategy, but glad your spirits lifted. I know, it's a dangerous strategy, isn't it? But yeah, no, absolutely Arsenal. It's great to sort of come here, chill away, chat away. 67% possession. Look at that. They had a little bit of moment. Again, we're just dominating games at the minute. How? How? We've got players everywhere. Constantly pressing the ball, constantly passing the ball. Possession, like, in the gods at this point. Pantelic as a priority signing. As good as Daniel Day-Lewis. 1 goal in 3 games so far. Yeah. £11 million isn't too much, to be honest. Argyle next. Argyle is second. And it's away as well. Okay, so we've got to work out how to play away from home. I think away from home is... Let's copy this, right? We'll call this Where Eagles Go. This is going to be the away tactic essentially. So I think we go cautious. I think we have a slightly lower line. I think we regroup. I think we go a bit more direct. I think we do that. Are Everton bottom? Yes, they are. They are, yeah. Oh dear. There's Aloe. There's the other guy that was predicted to sign for us last season as well. Was that your guy, Barton? 9 goals in 8 games. Interesting. Right, Unsworth. Unsworth played well. Do we keep him in or do we put Hayes in? Hayes gives us a bit more creativity, doesn't he? A bit more a bit more general midfielderness. Midfielderness, is that a word? Damjanovic is a complete forward, actually. Actually, is a DLF. He can come deep for the ball. Try that. Does that make sense? Having Damjanovic come deep to collect the ball. I don't know if we all. Maybe we even go a low block actually. We can go slightly more fluid counter attack or direct counter attack actually. Just get the ball forward quicker. Because they're going to come at us, aren't they? If they're at home, then we can obviously sit there and be like, right, take a bit of pressure, bang, get the ball up the field. Away we go. Crystal Palace have offered us a new contract. Here we go. Here we go, everyone. Do you want to use the default team instructions? Not really, Flipper. No. We mix stuff up as well. But with this one, I'm just going to literally just try this one out as we go. We've tweaked to get to the tactic to work for the home team, for the home setup. But we're going to try and sort of like see what we can do away from home. And the fact we're playing the team who are second, then I think maybe we just go a little bit more simplistic, really, to be honest. I don't know whether we'll direct or fluid. Fluid maybe suits us a little bit, possibly. Carry the ball with clear intent. Yeah. Actually, no, direct. Tried yourself to Palace for a while there. Now check the job screen. Don't, can't. I will though. I'll have a quick little look. See what's going on. Where's TNS? St Pat's, Drogheda, Brentford, Ipswich, Tranmere, Alloa, Cowdenbeath. They're the ones that are going there. There's nothing there. Everton and Dyche could have waited till Sunday to have had a performance like that against Brighton. Why are you looking? I'm not bothered. I'm just curiosity, Franco, but we're not going anywhere. We're staying. Staying right here. Not going anywhere. Whatever the quote is. He's easily led. I am easily led. That's the problem. Far too easily led. You lot lead me astray. Why are you in the job centre? I'm holding it for a friend. Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't work, does it? Transition press. What we got? Tactics and match practice. Defending engaged. Trying to set this up, to be honest. Set piece, I think, isn't it? Yeah, attacking patient. And then match preview. Bit of team bonding there, I think. Do that. Don't put the blame on us, eat your trifle. Yes, sir. Bogdanovic has become less sporting. Ooh. Don't know about that. Pass map's starting to move nicely, isn't it? With 25 touches for Rory Wilson, though. Didn't get involved at all, did he? I will eat my trifle, actually. Board is starting to get happy now. Good. Fans less convinced. Undefeated. No leaders on the pitch in the dressing room at this point. That's the something we need to look at. Jurovic. I mean, he's not massive, is he? This could be the next Boban. Oh, now we're talking. Who was the guy? So it was Ronchi, wasn't it? Ramon Ronchi. 5'5". 1 goal in 36 games. I don't think he's the guy. I'm not convinced by this one, Barton. Might be wrong, but it's going to take a lot for this guy to be the guy. Partner's pulling your leg there, 5'5". Gotta be. I mean, he doesn't want to come. And he's a midfielder as well. So, unless he's the bastard, he's certainly not a striker. That's his full attributes, yeah, his indications look okay. Okay. I mean, Aquino, you did well. What if he's Santi Cazorla? I mean, that is a big what if, isn't it? It could be, though. You know? Could well be. What if he's Janino? Yeah. Janino wasn't exactly a giant, was he? He was canny good. Evening, Northern Pilgrim. How are you? What have you, Paul Ward? Congratulations, Pilgrim, on the promotion, the title. In fact, to be honest, sure everyone in Argyle's very, very happy about that, as they should be. What did the next Boban look like? The next Boban looked very good. Let's go back to him and have a look at that, shall we? How was he scouting? Shortlist. Midfield, I believe. Inter. Here he is. This is another Croatian. We've had so much success with Croatians, haven't we? Fjorge Jurovic. 9 for concentration, 9 for bravery, 9 for fitness. I mean, there's someone who smokes heavily, clearly, isn't it? Tony on come dine with me. It was a lovely evening, great for entertainment. It was good, but the trifle wasn't for dessert, so tonight I'm giving them a 1. Yeah, to be fair, we just had a trifle for no reason. Didn't understand why, but that was the thing. Or there was no trifle, so I was very, very confused. Thanks, TJ. Absolutely delighted by League One title. Just know it's going to be Southampton away on the opening day. I mean, that'd be great, though, wouldn't it? Great. It'd be a lot of fun. It's our chance to. Oh, look. Oh, and we're actually playing the Pilgrims now as well. We're playing Argyle right now. It's going to be a big one, this one. Second plays first. Have they got the lad that plays for Napoli in this save, by the way? Is it called Katscavira or something? Though? Is that ex-Huddersfield's John Grant? I think it is. Who was brilliant, wasn't he? As a centre midfielder / right back. Doyle pings it over the top to Murphet. Murphet in the box. Damjanovic. Oof. Lazio. Bardry. He's only 27. Acceleration's not brilliant, but everything else is okay. It's okay in it, really. It's not. Off the ball, 16, 6'3". Better get them out of the way early. Exactly. Evening's entertainment then was joining on stream with the British Steel Challenge. Yeah, we weren't entirely sure why the British Steel Challenge was the entertainment, but he seemed to really, he seemed to enjoy it, but he kept losing a lot. He kept talking about narrative for some reason. Georgian guy had 29 goals in 63 games. It's pretty good. It's pretty good indeed, actually. Maybe we cast our eyes. We might need a striker, given the fact we've got injuries. Edwards, Grant, Carey and Argyle's team is this 2020. Feels like it, doesn't it? Right, Murphet's not doing great. And he's injured. Right, Aquino's coming on then. So as you come across players that just look different class, you can't afford me, never come, but wow. Dorda Kurcic. Ooh, okay. I mean, we might end up with him at some point in the game. That's the thing. Kept going about 4-4-2. I don't know why though. I was trying to get to 10. Good save. I don't know if sitting back's the right way for our team to do, you know. It's Owen, of course, who used to play for us at the cross in. This is the first match we've not dominated the possession. Maybe we dial it up in the second half. Complete fold. Right, Hayes has got an injury, hasn't he? So Button's within there. Right. Hopefully a slightly different outcome in the second half. That's more like it. Aquino down the line, free kick, surely. Lovely little triangles as well to create the space. Chat with the header. It's positive. Maxwell gives the ball away. Oof. Jesus. That would have been a hell of a goal that got in. Golubovic is injured now. Right, here we go. Rory Wilson leading the line on his own now. See what can happen. Surely only good things can happen. Damjanovic loses the ball. Wilson, Unsworth. It's Wilson getting involved at least. Aquino with the corner. He's on a 6.6. He's on the beach now, isn't he? Let's go a bit wider. See if we can get our wingers involved. Unsworth. Wilson. Grant, great tackle. Wilson's complaining, but it was a fair tackle, wasn't it? Chat with the header. Aquino. Heads up. Maxo. Chat with a decent effort. Just over the top. As it stands, this puts Plymouth, well, it keeps Plymouth second. So they're playing great as a winger. No, he's playing as an inside forward. That's the thing. You know, he burst on the scene. We've always got to remember that as well. He's only been here a few weeks, so you know, if he's got nothing to aim at as well, that's also part of the problem. So we might have a slight issue there. Oof. Right, we might have to. We are pressing, but you wouldn't think it, would you? I think we're going to regroup actually. Sit a little bit lower. Aquino. Actually, I might also make him cautious. It's just no one's really playing very well. Maxo's on a 6-5. Damjanovic's on a 6-5. Aquino's on a 6-6. Jackson missed the ball. Doyle thankfully mops up. Great challenge. He's going to bring Wilson back as a deep line forward, but he's on a 6-9, so he's actually must be playing okay. Let's go more direct actually. Aquino's free kick just into the side netting. Let's work the ball in the box off as well actually. Z for Jackson. Hoping for a lot more from the right back. I know he's new and setting the Cunning beam still. Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed as well, to be honest. On 6-5, he's not really giving us anything, is he? I thought he was gonna be like all over the place, but you're right. It's fallen to like Z doing really well. Damjanovic, great ball. Aquino, Wilson. Huge goal. Huge goal. Damjanovic, raking pass. Aquino's away. Heads up. He's got a knock as well. And there's Wilson. Wilson's there to tap it in. We were worried about him. We're like, is Wilson going to be the guy? He needs someone to be the guy. Oh, how on earth did that stay out? Right, and now it's time to lock things up a smidge. Can we make another change? Can't make another change. God damn Janovic. think this puts us top for now. We've played a game more than QPR, but Owen tees it up. Ooh, just head over the top. I shouldn't have said we were going to the top, should I? I shouldn't have said. Right, try and just hold the ball out now. That'll do. Kitowski. He looks. Remind me at the end of the match to say something about the goalkeeper. At this point, I don't want to say too much while the game's still going on. I don't know where they've got 6. Well, the thing is, they've got 6 minutes because everybody's injured. That's why. Like, we've just literally been. We've lost player after player after player. Run at defence as well. Kill the game off now. Aquino. Unsworth loses it. It's fine, don't worry. Maxo. That's right, back to the keeper. Nothing silly. Nothing silly, Maxo. Jesus. Oh, don't worry, Z's away. Damjanovic. Just keep the football. What a result. What a result. An absolute turnaround. So much better. What I was going to say about the goalkeeper is he's pretty dominant in the air. Like, he commands the area pretty well. I know there was a bit of like, oh, is he the right one? Is he the off? He had a wobble against Watford, which is fine. 3 days for Aquino, 7 days for Murphy, 2 weeks for Golubovic, 3 days for Hayes. They came to kick us off the park, didn't they? That's what it was. But you know what? We did what we had to do. I'm sure Murphy can. I'm sure Maxo can sell. I'm sure he can sell. Like, he'll be, give him a bit of time just to bed into the system. We've got him as a wing back on support, so maybe that might be part of it. He prefers to be a wing back on defend, but maybe a complete wing back on support. Maybe would that get him further forward a bit more? Rome's position stays wider, but then again, I suppose we're not really. We'll see. Do we need him to start Roman from position? Do we need to keep where he is? I guess if you're not getting forward too much, we're not conceding chances, then in a sense he's doing well enough, isn't he? What do you make of Sergio Conceição's murmurings about Murphy? He's not going. Don't change what's working. That's it as well. It's a great performance, that, wasn't it? Well, great result, I should say. Sorry, not necessarily great performance. We did what we had to do. We sat deep in the first half. The thinking being, let's try and nullify their attack, which I guess sort of made sense, really. In fact, let's have a quick little nosy at that lad that they've got up front as well, by the way. Since 74 and 259, sorry. Yeah, it's not quite as good, is it? Might have problems with injuries. yeah. Barnes, right, we aren't going to win every game. We aren't going to play well every game. True. Even Jebaru, how are we? Welcome in. How was the network save tonight? FM23 it's hard to get good stats from the right backs and left backs. Can be. That's a good point, actually. That's a good point. How's life treating you, Jeb? Big shout, of course, for Football Manager Therapy as well. If you're not already listening to that, why not? Come on. There's another one out there tomorrow. Get yourself downloaded. Get listened in. Get subscribed. You know you need to. You should already be subscribed. Should do. Nice signs for season 2. Gay, Eze, and Yasio. Nice. Very nice. I've heard of them players. They're definitely real people. Definitely real. Those bids aren't good enough, I'm sorry. Sporting Lisbon and Ajax, yes, they'd be good for the cure, but still, nah, you can't go there. Not for that money. 6 million quid? Having a laugh, surely. What's his contract situation actually? Him and Conceição more or less near somewhere. I think I understood it. Even as a dyslexic, I worked out roughly where the letters needed to be. I was like, yeah, I got that. Leinster could do with getting him in, couldn't he, at some point? Hayes out for 6 weeks. That's a big blow. That's a big blow. That could be a training issue, couldn't it? Review there. Change that to match review as well. Take that off. Nothing there. That becomes review. Right, that's slightly better. That then becomes that. I think. Yeah. Decided scouting is generally better for longer term saves. This is why we're here, Barton. This is what we're here for. We're not here for piddly little 1 or 2 season wonders, are we? We're here for the long haul. Yeah. Getting our money's worth. Season 15, of course, with Sheffield Wednesday. Not 15th season with Wednesday, obviously, but with Palace, sorry, I should say. Colchester, MK Dons, Reading, Burnley, Carlisle, huge games, QPR, Barnsley, Cardiff and Charlton. And for teams longer serves, alright, yeah, you're going to put an 18-year prospect here. That's a fair point. But then again, who knows, if we're having fun, maybe we might be here for another season. Signed a 3-year deal, remember? Right. Yeah, we signed a 3-year deal. We might stay for a little bit longer. A 3-year deal means nothing. Yeah, it just means we're going to struggle to get to leave because the compensation is going to be too high. Or if form plummets, then a 3-year deal means nothing and we're sacked. Which again is a thing. Which means Celtic have to pay to get you. Yes. It's about time we check the job screen. No, the Arsenal. Stop it. Stop being mischievous. I'm going to try and enjoy the rest of this season. Then we'll look at the end of the season, and then we'll see what happens. But hopefully, at the end of the season, we're celebrating promotion. Or at the very, very, very least, we're in the playoffs. But remember, expectation, top half. Issue is, if we get promoted, what do we do? It's a very good question. It's a very good question, Franco. Like, if it looks fun, then I suppose we stay, don't we? But if it doesn't look fun, then we can always move. We'll be on an upward trajectory. We'll have a good bit of rep in us. You'd need Celtic to be available at that point, or you'd need another club in the Premiership to be available, and we'd do what we did with Huddersfield: get promoted, then move to another team in that division, or we just focus everything on trying to win a cup. That's all we do. If we get promoted, TNS. If we don't get promoted, East Fife. Oh God. It's punishment, isn't it? Absolute punishment. Because we would have to come back down at some point, wouldn't we? We've still got the Pizza Cup to do. We've still got National League North and South to do. All of Wales. All of Scotland. Some of Northern Ireland still. Quite a lot in it. I don't want to go back to East Fife. I'd rather go back to Oxford and win the Pizza Cup. Could do. We could try and win the Pizza Cup with Palace's under 23s. It doesn't quite feel right, does it? But we could. Would that count? Technically that would be fine, wouldn't it? But I feel it's ethically better to go win it. Morally rather than ethically. Morally better to win it as a League One side. To be fair, the way Everton are in this season, we might be going to Everton next season and try and win the league, the Papa Johns with them. If you get Premier League, I think you almost have to then go for the Premier League and the two cups next. If you drop down, you might have to wait your way back up. Yes. Under 23s would need to be a lot better than they currently are. Good point, actually. Only other option is Celtic. If Celtic's available, that's definitely on the table. If not, it's either play as Crystal Palace in the Premiership or find another team in the Premiership. Do you know what I mean? Like that's where we're at. I think there's no other options really. Because we'd probably struggle to play anywhere else, I would imagine. Nowhere else is going to be sort of like as, I was going to say good. Is good the word I'm looking for? Like, it always seems like a really straightforward up to the Premiership and up to Liverpool. Oh God, no. Ugh. Well, this is the problem when you get to the Premier League. You've got to then consider like Liverpool, Man City. Oh no, Sunderland in the Premier League. We'll move to Sunderland. That's what we'll do. We'll go there. It'll be fine. Yeah, something can happen somewhere. I've not considered the under 23s having to be better, actually. That's a very, very good point, though. Very good point. Sunderland by a Celtic. Yeah. Want to win things, not miss out all the time. Well, in a way, Yaron, yes, but I also don't want to have to manage Liverpool. Oof. I felt bad enough winning things with Linfield. That's the problem. We'll have to see. We'll have to see who's near the top as well, because hopefully the league may have changed. It might have done. It probably hasn't, to be honest, has it? It's probably the same 4 teams that are at the top. We're winning with morals, yeah. And look how that's working out for us, Barton. We're getting there, but we're doing it on our terms. Shane with their ball over the top. Villa are doing really well in the Premier League. I'd take Villa. It felt bad when things were with Linfield, yet you want to go to Celtic or TNX next. I mean, Celtic's fine. You kind of have to do that because the other option is Rangers. And, don't do Rangers. I'd rather win the Welsh League with someone other than TNS. But I've got a feeling that means we're going to have to be there for a little bit longer. Liverpool's an honour to manage. I'm not a fan of Liverpool. I guess that's the politest way of putting it. But even in a video game, like I also wouldn't want to manage Newcastle, even if they're the easiest one to manage. We'll have to see. I should make these feelings known. Shouldn't I? I should probably mention Jebaru at some point. Here we are, I'll bloody conceding a penalty now. Took my eye off the ball slightly. Michael Owen's book has ruined Liverpool. Totally fine on Michael Owen's book. It's fine, Mrs. J can take over. Yeah, that's a good point actually, Jerry. Yeah, we can do that. To be fair, she'd probably win the league quicker than I would. She's got a 100% win record. She has as well. Great finish. Maxo with the ball in there. The first thing he's done. Is it Maxo? Yes, it is, isn't it? Great assist. Is Mrs. J feeling better? She is Arsenal, thank you. Yes, she is, yes. Much better now, thank you. Took her for about a week, I think, for it to get over that sickness bug. It was horrible. But yeah, no, she's fighting fit now, thank you. I mean, to be fair, we'll probably never win with morals, but there's always someone somewhere that'll have something slightly immoral. I'd like to try and do that, but it would be great if about Arsenal restoring former glory. That could be the one year on. I wouldn't be adverse to Tottenham. To be honest, I've got no feelings against Tottenham. I've got no feelings towards Arsenal. I've got no massive feeling towards Man United, really. Chelsea are a bit. There's no real point in them because they're like, they're a pretend team before the money. So, as in, I've got no feelings like for or against Arsenal. Like, I'm the Wenger era at Arsenal. I was like, yeah, that's the team to watch. But what I mean is, I don't have like a passion towards Arsenal. Plus, I got sacked very quickly in the beginning with them, so I've also got that as well. We've got a bit of history. Partly my fault, I think. I'd spend most of my time, if I was at Arsenal, I'd spend most of my time trying to find some sort of Dennis Bergkamp character. Oh, off the post. Evening, United City. How are you, sir? Welcome in. Of course, yes. There is, of course, a slight issue that they're not even a real club in the game. That's fair. Manchester United, maybe not. West Ham wouldn't be bad. Bring back Bobby Moore. Right, here's a question: was Bobby Moore actually that good? Right. Because I hear a lot about this, about how Bobby Moore was incredible, but was he? Great goal from the chat. Great goal from the chat. I think I've started this argument at the wrong time of the evening, haven't I? To be honest. Got to win the Premier League with Oxford. Could do. I think the Premier League with Sunderland's the one doing it. Yeah, Premier League with Sunderland. That's how we're doing it. Or the Premier League with AFC Wimbledon. Yeah, that'll be my thing. How's the stream been? The stream's been very good actually, Kev. Thank you. We're currently sat top, which is confusing a lot of us, to be honest. Home form's been brilliant. Away form's been a tiny bit sketchy, but we're definitely starting to get the performance. Possession's really, really high. Our pass count's pretty good as well. We're dominating games as well, which, to be honest, given that we've had players picking up little niggles and injuries and stuff, very, very happy with it. Very happy indeed. Just a bit more my time, Bobby Moore was 5 years too early. We've been happy with the crappy League Cup. Let's see if stick around Palace. A good decision in the end. I think so, Kev. I think so. How was the network save? How was the network save there? Z with the ball in. Another down. Warwick. Chat. Maxo. Murphy picks it up. Back inside, Warwick. Good ball through. How's he headed over from there? How's he headed over? Didn't get relegated, had a lovely time with the boys, so win. That's what you need. It's 100% it. 100% it, Kev. Win indeed. And the fact you didn't get relegated. Perfect. So does that mean there's a bit of a rebuild in the summer? Come back stronger? Born in 79, Bobby Moore played 8 league games in my lifetime. Probably going to struggle to get much more first-hand evidence. Yeah. I'll give the ball away. Get a tackle in. Or don't. Just try to nod the ball back to him. Martian's not doing too much, is he? Plus we bring Damjanovic back. Nice turn. Murphy's away. Got Makoko on loan, brought in Hoyland. The guys come alongside Mitrovic. Nice. You're Fulham, aren't you? That's right. You're Fulham, yeah. Adams was the drinking man's Roy Keane. Actually, you know what? Do that. Bishmara can go on as well. It's 2-1, isn't it? Headed away. Jack picks it up. Murphy, Maxo, Z. Damjanovic gives it away cheaply, very cheaply. Start looking at dropping in 2 DMs as well at the minute. Z gives the ball away. Nicely won. Maxo wins the header. Vishmara's through. Oof. How would Rams have been if he had been sober in the 80s and 90s? Same as Paul McGrath. You know what I mean? Like, don't look at it that way, haven't you? Two incredible players. In fact, to be honest, most of the players in the 80s and 90s, like, you know, how good would Merson have been? Merson was amazing, but imagine like if he knew what he was doing. Same as Gascoigne. Obviously, there was all the other stuff off the pitch as well with Gascoigne. It's a bit, you know, but Chat, Murphy turns, plays in for Wilson. Cure, just keep the ball, lads. McGrath's main problem was his knees, could hardly ever train. I mean, that was part of his problem, was his knees. You know, there's a bit in his book. There's a bit in his book, maybe in Shearer's book actually. I remember hearing a quote about that said that he was marking Shearer, and 772 attempted passes, 68% possession. Look at this domination again, absolute domination. Saying that he was marking, yeah, it must have been Shearer's book, saying that he was being marked by McGrath, and Shearer used to like push forward like a yard further forward, so like McGrath thought he was forcing him back towards the halfway line, but it was only because McGrath stunk of booze that Shearer didn't want to get close to him, so he just inadvertently just kept going back towards the halfway line. So it's genius when you think about it. Always maintained David Hurst would have been one of the best England strikers had not been injured. Oh, David Hurst and Steve Bull. What a strike force that would have been. I mean, obviously, even as a Scotland fan, that would have been a hell of a strike force. You'd have been proud of that. Yeah, you'd take it, wouldn't you? Right, so this is what we're looking like so far then. In terms of results, let's put that to rest actually. Right, this is where we are so far. So 4-1 win away from home against Preston, 1-0 defeat. 4-0 win at home, 1-0 defeat, 3-1 defeat, 3-1 win, 2-1 win, 3-1 win, 1-0 defeat, 3-1 win, 1-0 win, 2-1 win. So, yeah, I think we're getting there. I think it's starting to become what we're looking for. Like, tactics working well, players are starting to get in the right positions, combinations are starting to tick in, you know? Like attempting passes in the top half. You see here XG, you can't really see, it's just behind my head, but XG is 16.1. We've got actual goals of 23. Expected points 18.3. We've actually got 24. Expected positioning is third. We're actually first. So we've got high non-penalty XG. We've got high goal scoring, aggressive shooting, lots of dribbles. We're not tackling because don't need to. We're not really winning our headers because we're not really being put under much pressure. So, and like I say, we're just dominating matches at the minute. So, fingers crossed we can keep it continuing. But we'll play the MK Dons game and then we'll raid away. I think. Love when a plan comes together, don't we all? Don't we all? Obviously, you know, watch me say that and then we'll get beaten by MK Dons, but it might happen, might not. Look at the change Aquino made. Aquino's been in and about. He's not been playing every single match. We've just brought him back on, I think. He's on the bench. Murphy wanted by Sunderland at the minute, so we obviously will try and rotate around. I think RJ can come in for Maxo. Or maybe Bell. Actually, let's put... Oh, Nicky Mallon can play there. There we go. Put Nicky Mallon there. Z. Chat might need a rest. Put Gino in. Unsworth's fine. We're at home to MK. Roberts can go on the bench. Sam Jones for Z. Try that. You play Mazzala right. Jokovic. Yeah. Mazzala goes in there when the inside forward comes. The inverted winger comes there. That's how we've been working it. And then Aquina can come on. There, and we'll put Murphy up front actually. Try that. So a little bit mixing around. Hopefully there's enough familiarity that players should just drop in and still be okay. That's the plan. Right, we'll just jump through these because we're not scouting at the minute. Plus, we don't know what the situation is at the end of the season as to whether we're going to be here or not. Jokovic on the game. I got you. Shorties. Ugh. These less than 6'3" players. What's the point? What's the point of them even being on the pitch? Taking up valuable air. Right, Doyle's on a yellow card, so you might get suspended shortly. But Lurson could always step back in pretty nicely. Let's see. Nebosha. Another player to keep our eyes on. I can't spell as Jovovic. Oh, fair enough. Alright, come on then everyone. Palace at home MK Dons. Gotta beat these. Over the top, great challenge by Doyle. What a tackle. He's got the captain's armband as well because Hayes is suspended. Damjanovic over the top. There's Aquino. Oh, nearly getting the goal. Almost. From nearly giving away a penalty to nearly scoring within the space of what? Matter of seconds? Ooh. That's a good save. Good save. Another free kick. Oh. Time in the dark as a Springsteen cover. There's your boy Aquino again, Barton. He's just come back in. He's had a match and a half out rested. Bringing back fully fit. What's that? 7 minutes? 1-0? Yeah. He's been a very, very good sign. A very good sign. Damjanovic. Unsworth. Gino. Warwick. Mallon. Warwick. Oh, he's got another one. He's got a second. Yes, they're closing in. I'm closing in on your titles here. But I'm not really. I'm miles away. Hope you well, pal. Nice to see you've joined at a good time. Life at Palace looks fun right now. Perfect. Barton's going to drown in trifle. Yeah, absolutely. Unsworth with the ball over the top. Murphy gets a little bit lucky. Look at that. 15 minutes in. Barnstorming so far. Fill my bathing and bathing it. Get yourself in there, Barton. 5 shots, 4 on target. An XG of less than 1 still. It's unbelievable, isn't it, Kev? This is Ladder Queen hitting the ground running. He's just tearing it up. The closing. Absolutely tearing it up. That's what his 3rd or 4th goal or something in like 6 games, and he's got like 3 assists or something daft like that. He got an assist with his first touch when he came on as a substitute on his debut. He ran across, took the corner and popped it straight onto the Cure's head. Then he scored a free kick about 3 minutes later. So he touched the ball twice and he'd had like 2 goal contributions. Second match again, 2 more goal contributions. But yeah, he's done really, really well. Really well. 2 assists, in a goal in 30 minutes, that's right. Doing him out of a disservice there. Matty Warwick makes it 4. Offside. Come on. Yeah, he is offside, isn't he? He's offside by quite a distance, really, to be honest. But at least he's in the right position. Norwich have got 2 games of hand on us and they're only 4 points behind. So we need to keep our eyes peeled. How about Lewis? Sorry, I missed the start of the season. Lewis was doing well. Lewis got 6 goals in 7 games, I think. But is now injured for, I want to say, actually, 3 weeks. No, 3 months, I should say. Sorry, 3 weeks. 3 months. So yeah, not good, but we're trying to spread the goals around the team, to be honest. They're not even a real team to close you, don't worry. Don't worry. Dirty club stealing bastards, yeah. Take this result, put them in a different club, that's what they're going to do. Oh no, we didn't lose. Wimbledon lost. That's not how it works. I was just thinking, saying, hope he doesn't get injured, but didn't want to jinx it in case it happened anyway. Yeah, it's already happened, sadly, Luffy. Yeah. But this is the thing, we're all invested now. Like, none of us want to take these risks, do we? Of saying, like, oh, I hope he gets injured. Like, because it might happen. We know it does. FM listens. Oof. Decent ball over the top. Nearly puts him a bit of pressure. Cure, Malin, Warwick. Gino. 7.1 for Gino. That's probably the best performance he's had in a Palace shirt. Oh, nearly a hat-trick. Nearly a hat-trick from Aquino. Let's put Roberts on for Gino, seeing as he's on the yellow card. Damjanovic, 6'8". Do we keep him on? Probably should, shouldn't we? It listens, looks at the chat, and then hits the self-destruct button. Now, is that FM or is that me? Because that sounds a lot like what I do, Luffy, as well. Uh-oh. Daniel Jefferson. Goal. See? Yeah, I'll get back to you on that one. Yeah, thanks for that, mate. No clean sheet bonuses to pay. True. Saving the club money, innit? That's what we're doing. It's financially beneficial for us to concede goals. So there is that, isn't it? 3-2. 3-1, sorry. Don't want to say that too loud. I said 3-2. I hope it's not 3-2. 3-1. 3-1 for now. Just see the game out. See it out now. Daniel Knights, appreciate the follow. Very kind. Thank you very much for that. Cure with the header. It's not going to be going in. 3-1's fine. Definitely fine. Just feeling for Man City when I say they're no longer under the Abu Dhabi crew. Left in 2039. Oh, okay. That's fine then. We can go there then. I don't know. Strictly speaking. Nicely cleared. Let's find it away. Even Daniel, how are you, pal? Cleared away. There's another 3 points in the bag. Another 700 odd passes attempted. Another absolutely dominant display. This is becoming a bit of a thing, isn't it? This is becoming a bit of a thing. Excellent. That'll do. Mr. Maggio saying hello, Mr. Maggio. How are you, pal? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Big shout out to Mr. Maggio. Do we leave the assistant manager to do the training? No. We jump on that and we change it all up ourselves, to be honest. How's the stream, Maggio? Hope it was a good one. We'll do a big shout out for Sai, of course. If you aren't following him, you probably should, to be honest. Even if Phil said he'd welcome in. Pal, bit of Twigs here as well, of course. Mr. Gudges here. Evening, Dave. How are you? We'll do one more game then. Go on. Everyone's rolled in. We'll see how it's going on. Rocky really is a you kind of player. Oh, is he? Pushing on the championship playoffs push. Nice raids from FMT and Dave Goodger. Very nice indeed. Pess is my goal. Welcome in. Nice to see you. Appreciate the follow. Yeah, is he a bastard? That's the question, isn't it? Tries again. Ronchi isn't. Oh, he isn't your kind of player. All right. He's 5'5" for a start, so that's definitely not my kind of player. You know. Phil's Eddie in with the follow. Appreciate that. I mean, I guess technically I'll have to sort of concede that sometimes small players are fine. No bastard, no party. Yeah. No bastard party. Cure out for 2 weeks. Right. We need a place for maybe put Jackson back in actually now. Oh, actually no, maybe Daniel Bell. He's right-footed, isn't he? So we don't want to be putting him on straight away. Jones can come out for Z. Reading next. Where are Reading in the league? Reading 22nd. Pess is my goal. Please help me get unbanned from a chat. No. If you've been banned, then you've been banned. You've probably been banned for a reason. I'm gonna bow to that. I might be wrong, but I'm gonna go along the lines of if someone's banned you, then it's probably a reason for that. Yeah. Golubovic back in on the bench, I think. Yeah, let's pop him there. put an unbanned request in. Yeah, yeah. You take it with that streamer, man. No, you can't. I can't do it for you. You know, I have very, very little say in the FM community. I can't jump into someone else's chat and go, should unban someone who I've never met. You know, should really do that. Yeah. Can you convince them because they were trolling me? No. No. I'm going to leave it to you. You can go and do it, sort it out on the other channel. You know? I'm sounding Rocky, can I confirm? Just for myself. Nice. That works. Yeah, make sure that happens, Barn. You have to let us know how he does as well, by the way, so. Because you know what will happen is he's going to be brilliant. But I watch you in RDF. Well, okay, so you don't watch me because you want to just start following me now. So I'm gonna start. Look, I'm kind of a bit busy. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, raunchy as shit. Don't want to come to Palace. Yeah, terrible player. Just don't bother. Don't bother with the raunchy. Right, come on then. Reading at home. Evening, Payne. Welcome in, buddy. How are you? Sounds like an overambitious ball boy to me. 5'5", exactly. Like, he's not even allowed to use all the rides at Alton Towers at 5'5", so he can't be playing in TJ ball, surely. Maggio, sounds like Project Palace is going well. It's definitely getting there, Madge. Like we've gone 4-3-3, and after quite a bit of like very, very diligent transfer recruitment, we're now taking 2 streams to our summer recruitment all the time. I think we've got the right players now, or at least the right players for the setup. Ball's way over the top. No one's picking him up. Weren't expecting that. If you go back to Reading, I'm much appreciated. They beat me twice in League One, and the reason I'm not running away with things. I mean, to be fair, I don't understand what we're doing here. Great ball over the top. Here I am, though, saying that things are working well, Madge, and then that happens. So, there we go. Sure, it's my inner Mowbray, not my inner Hodgson. I mean, it could be both. Both absolute superstars of the sport. Do you know what I mean? I think he's broke from the inside his own half, Franco, so it is probably onside, to be honest. I paused it just after he'd for some reason I must have had the cursor on the other screen. So Bobby Fresno, remember him? So yeah, I think he made the run from inside his own half. So more importantly, what were we doing that high up? That's the other question. Especially when it's Doyle, who's not the quickest defender at the back. Warwick over the top. There's Murphet. That'll do. See, don't panic. Don't panic just yet. The game was doing you over because you said it was looking good. Probably that's it. Yeah. Warwick with a great ball. Murphet off the shoulder of the last defender. Ball's played within your own half head of the defender. Look how much space Warwick's got here. cracking pass over the top for Murphet. So Murphet's sort of like filling in for Daniel Day-Lewis while he's injured. Because Rory Wilson hasn't quite led the line in the 2 games that we left him to try and do it himself. We're making very, very quick decisions on players. Warwick cleared away. Roy Davis is playing very well. He's a cracking little player, isn't he? Little being the operative word, obviously. Oh. Okay, we're a little bit high defensively, I think, today. Twice we've been caught out. Lerson's gone early. Because of that, Doyle's pulled inside, and Lerson can't quite get back in time. Just a little bit impatient there. So yeah, Project Palace is definitely, it's there or thereabouts, but it still has the potential to implode at any point. As Aquino wins the corner. Z with a header over the top. Runs within the shallow striker, see if that's going to give us a bit more creativity up front. Aquino headed away. Gino gets the ball back. Unsworth. That's Warwick. Unsworth turns. Corner. Knock back there. It's good positive. Let's knock the ball slightly short again. Can't be this hasn't got the potential for the first defeat in ages, is it? It has, isn't it? Nice challenge. Get the ball back, go on. Throwing himself in wildly there. I don't think we've got attack people in the player instructions. Great ball, Murphet's offside, I think. Oh. Damjanovic picks it up. Aquino, Murphet just needs to square the ball back. Right, okay. That's not doing anything in the team talk, so put Golubovic on. Let's put Jackson for Z. See if that's going to help. More direct. A bit concerned, actually. Let's see if we can get it anywhere. How's that not gone in? How? Literally. Examining it, it's clearly over the line. Maybe? I don't know. Can't really see from that angle. I'll argue for the sake of arguing that it's definitely gone in, but it probably hasn't. Good save. Queen over the top, Damjanovic, who's in the middle. Jackson. Gino. He's not going to score from there, surely. Oh, Morrison's just put it wide. Being VAR in this game. Give the bad offside call for the first. Probably 3-4 of the line just missed. Yeah, maybe. But you know what? That's fine. If it happens, that happens. I was expecting to give away a penalty just there as well. Is that John McLaughlin ex Sunderland Rangers? I don't know. Possibly. We're in 2037, I think, at this point. It might be. I don't know for definite. Another one on the line. Surely not. Maybe not. Depends how young he is at the start of the game. Dreadful ball. Oh no. Aquino's on a 6-4. He's not getting into it today, is he? Trouble is, someone else really is the option on the bench. Kolobovic 6'5", Kadorf 6'7", and they've got Bobby Fresno. Yeah, this thing, Oxford's very own. Oh no, Linfield's. Linfield or Oxford? Oxford, I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, Oxford. He was Republic of Ireland. We brought him in, didn't we? His Lama's rename. Ball clear. Right. Let's see what we can change now, because we need to make something, don't we? But Aquino's a winger. Bring the chat on. Might help. It's weird bringing a defensive player on, but a bit more energy at least. Oh, off the line again. Unbelievable. Jackson. Murphet penalty. There we go. Pressure finally pays off. Yeah, they get away with it, don't they? Not even a yellow. Unbelievable. Look at this, 21 shots, 13 on target, 2.6 XG, 66% possession. And it's 2-2. against a team who've just moved out of the relegation zone. Aquino. Corners come in. I wonder if Aquino will be better with a Uruguayan friend. If you found one. If you found one, let's find out what he's got. I'm sure he's worth a look. Respect the point. Respect the point. They actually got back into the game at that point. Zenk up front from him. Yes, the former Zenk who was at Huddersfield, Sunderland. Yeah, it was Huddersfield. I think we did we have Zenk? We didn't have Zenk at Palace, did we? Definitely had him at Sunderland though. At Huddersfield, I should say, sorry. Oh, yeah. Right. Respect the point. 1-0 in. Sebastian Vega. Depends if he's moved in your save or not. Defensor. He's joined Southampton. So there you go. Could have been. It could have been. Right. That was fun. Let's do that again on Wednesday, shall we? I think now is probably a good time then to go and dart off, find someone who's streaming, drop them a raid on it, and I'll tell you what, I know Melm Dotters on Jasmine. We haven't seen her for a while, so go and see Jazz.
I don't even know how to do that.
Yeah, drop them a follow, tell them we said hi, and yeah, let's do that. Take it easy, everyone. All the best. Why is it saying that? Oh, they maybe not got raids on at the minute. Right. Okay. We're not going to Jazz. Where's MD? Is MD in? PMD. Right. Oh, they haven't got a camera on or anything, and they're playing offline, Dave, and it's nah. Tell you what. Right. Eget Una. Not seen them before. They might be alright. Let's see how we get on, shall we? Right. Dots of love. See you all on Wednesday. Take care. Bye now.
Who's going to win the Champions League first? Me, Botkert, or City? Honestly, at this point, I'm going to win it. Hey, Tony Jameson FM raid coming in.